going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Eat your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys had a good Thursday. We are less than a week from Christmas. We are a week away from Heather being here. Yay! All right. I've got some spicy court clips for you guys tonight, and I was going to put this Judge Simpson clip as a standalone video right when it happened, and I was like, you know what? This is going to be fun to react with and talk with everyone else, so it's time to throw it in the live tonight. I've got a good couple ones. I got a good one from Shackleford. Then we have Judge Dad clip and a can't remember and we have a Judge Boyd clip. All four of them are spicy. All right, you guys ready to watch some court? I'm ready. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go. Actually, sorry. Got a new member. Got to call that out before we let's go. Christopher Bates, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Welcome to the family. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, Christopher Bates. All right, now let's go.
Court calls the case, People versus Lawrence Watkins.
All right, before we get into it, Mary Smith rolling in hot. Thank you so much, Mary. Super generous super chat. Thank you so much. And Merry Christmas to you as well. Mary, that is awesome. Thank you so much. Very generous of you.
Mike Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of Mr. Watkins, who's present. Judge, state your name, Mr.
Lawrence Watkins.
Your Honor, at this time, I believe Mr. Watkins will be waiving his preliminary examination.
Before we do that, we have a violation report. You can see that.
Yes, Your Honor, I did see the report.
Mr. Allen. What do you want?
Your Honor, I did. I received the report yesterday. I haven't seen any of the underlying tests. It's my understanding that there was a positive test for cocaine several weeks or in mid-November, if my recollection serves me right. He was counseled for that. It was he has not had any other positive tests since. There has been multiple tests. Your Honor has the report.
I do.
Your Honor, Mr. Watkins reports that he has not used cocaine. He has not used marijuana since being ordered not to. And those, right. That's why I was hoping to.
Hold on, before he says that, if you want me to call over and get the amount.
Well, that's what I was wondering, Judge, if the lab amounts were going, if the amounts were going down progressively with each test, that would be indicative of.
Can I speak, Simpson? You can if you want to, but you might want to let your attorney talk to you.
No, I don't mind speaking at all. I mean, as far as the marijuana, Mr. Simpson, like I said, since the day I've been going over there, I haven't smoked weed since. And I have no reason to lie to you. Why would I lie to you? I can just tell you the truth. I would just tell you, yes, I smoke, but I haven't smoked marijuana since. As far as the cocaine, like I told my attorney, I was going through my old clothes. Like I wouldn't lie to you. I would have no reason to lie to you at all. I'm doing great in my life. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I showed up to court. You didn't have to put a warrant out for me.
Can you order the results of the marijuana? I need levels.
Yeah, please. I haven't smoked at all, period, Mr. Simpson. If I did, I would tell you. I have no reason to lie to you. And I can just simply say, yeah, I smoked. I slipped up here and there. But I never have. I never smoked since the day I've been through the report. Not one time. Not one time have I smoked, period. Not once.
So what's up with the cocaine?
I told you, like I was going through my clothes. I can talk. I don't mind talking. And I found some cocaine in my pocket. The only thing I did was took it out of my pocket, Mr. Simpson. That's all I did, and took it straight to the. I could have sold it. I could have did a whole lot of stuff with it, But I told you I'm doing so good in my life right now. I took it straight to the toilet stool and flushed it. I have no reason to lie, Mr.
So
Simpson.
why is it showing up in your system?
I don't know. I just touched it, Mr. Simpson. I never used cocaine in my life, ever. Just touch it.
You know,
Mr. Simpson, I would
you
never.
know, listen. I've been doing this for a minute. I can't believe you're like an amoeba. What, are you absorbing it through your skin like
Yes,
that?
Mr. Simpson.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Simpson, I promise you.
Give me the levels on the cocaine too, please.
Yeah, please, Mr. Simpson, I wouldn't lie to you. I have no.
Okay.
Why would I lie
So
to you?
here's what yes.
The
Ms. Lundy.
levels for the cocaine were actually included in the original report the court has. It's a pretty small print. It does say 162 nanograms per milliliter for the cocaine.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that bothers me too. When defendants call judges Mr. instead of Your Honor or Judge. The last time I had Judge Fleischer on the channel, or I think he was in chat when this happened, somebody was calling the judge Mr. or Mrs. And I asked him, like, does that bother you? And he said, absolutely not. You know, it's still respectful. It's like, all right, maybe I'll drop it. I haven't. It still bothers me.
Yeah, they put it in there.
And it was confirmed.
And I sent that to the. I had.
So,
Go ahead, Mr. Simpson.
I don't know how you get 152 milliliters. How do you do that?
Can I talk, Mr. Simpson?
I would.
Well, you've been talking.
No, listen, please. Let me clear this up to you. There's no.
You're not doing a very good job.
Mr. Simpson. I know you want him to talk, but let me talk, please.
No, I'll let anybody talk that wants to talk to me. I'm just telling you, you are not helping yourself.
I know. I don't see how, since I would never lie to you, ever. I've never used cocaine in my life. Only thing I did was touch it. Miss Willard was right there when I showed her, and I took it straight to the. I don't know if it stayed in my system when I flushed it or whatever, but I could take a lot of tests. I never used cocaine in my life, Mr. Simpson.
How does it stay in your system when it didn't get there?
When it didn't get there.
You took cocaine out of some old clothes.
Right.
Took it right from there to the bathroom.
I didn't say old clothes out of a jacket I had that was in storage, Mr. Simpson. I would never.
And then I know you would never lie to me.
Okay.
And so then you didn't do anything with that cocaine.
Mr. Simpson,
And then somehow or another that gets into your system at these levels.
Mr. Simpson.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
Okay,
Let's tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to wait for the levels to come across. In the interim, Mr. Allen, take him back, put him in, and then we'll bring you back out.
Okay,
and then I'll do that.
Okay.
I'd let you talk.
I know. Can I just say one more thing?
Sure.
Listen, Mr. Simpson, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I call every week and go drop, right? If I'm using cocaine, there's no way in the world I would have went over there and dropped. I would have came in, I would have called over there, told him something, and missed the whole thing, Mr. Simpson. I would have missed it. I would have made an excuse. I would have went to the hospital. Or I could have said this. Oh, somebody put some cocaine in the weed, and I accidentally smoked. And it was in the weed. I could have told you all of that. But I'm telling you the honest to God truth, Mr. Simpson. The honest to God truth. I did not smoke no weed. And if I'd have did that, I could have told you that. You're a fair guy. You've been fair with me every time I came in here. Every time I ever came and seen you, you always been fair with me. So I wouldn't stand in front of you and lie to you. And if I did use cocaine, I would ask for help. I've been doing good for 18 months, period. Working every day, taking care of Miss Willard grandmother for 10 months straight. I never lied to you, Mr. Simpson. I wouldn't do that when I know I can ask you for help.
Okay. I'm going to get levels and then deal with your case at some other point. But right now, you're going to go with my bailiff. We'll get that information, and then we'll bring you back out.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Simpson.
Unless you want me to.
No, I don't.
Okay,
I really
but if
don't.
you keep talking, it's going to be tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Okay, stop talking. Good, there we
I
go.
wouldn't lie to you.
Okay, I know you wouldn't lie to me. I'm an amoeba. Leave me alone. I'm not going to read these files. I'm just going to absorb them. What? Court calls the case, People versus Hannah Wellman. I mean, he might be right. I don't know about the cocaine now, but figure it out.
Andrew Childress.
All right, that was part one. I wanted to let that play out. KCC, thank you for the raid. I didn't see the raid notification, but people are saying KCC raided. So KCC, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Why have you been going live so early? I've had to raid Lone Wolf like every night for the last 2 weeks because you're never on when I'm finished. Anyways, I know, right, MB? I know, right? Also, Heather. She didn't get a call out when she came in, so I wanted to make sure to call out Heather. All right. Part two. Let's go.
I have to stand at my age. If I get up too many times, I make that old man noise.
Well, I would just say, I don't know how far over you can get when he starts talking to me. She did? Did you call him?
Certain, hopefully it was right.
You know what, Emily? Yeah, it's time for you to have a vacation. Court does call the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Lawrence Watkins.
Ashley Lonnie for the people.
Mike Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor, who's standing here on my right. State your name.
Lawrence Watkins.
All right. Couple of things. First of all, we have sent to counsel the levels.
Yes, Your Honor, I did receive I did receive them both by email and a printout, and I have shown them to Mr. Watkins. I would. They do. This is for THC. I'm assuming it's for the metabolite, not active. They do show that they are progressively going down, and then they. Well, this document speaks for itself. Obviously, there is a slight jump from 1210 to 1217 of about.
Slight.
Well, I mean.
Okay.
Well, when we look at
to where it was, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it's 28. I think the bar graph is probably it starts at 60. I mean, if it started at 0, 1210 and 1217. 1210 would be about 2/3 the size of 1217, not 1/10. It does. I don't know if certain things. Obviously, our body metabolizes.
All right, before we get into the real spicy part of this, just want to shout out Biggin. Thank you so much for the raid, Biggin. I appreciate it. Welcome everybody that came over from Biggin. I generally there's a lot less yelling on my channel than when you come over from Biggin, but not in this case. Judge Simpson's about to go off. I know a lot of you have seen this already. I've seen it on at least 4 other channels put this clip out already. I didn't care. I was going to play it anyways. I saved it for tonight on purpose, so let's go.
Things at a different rate. There's a significant reduction in the late month of November, and I don't know if these metabolite levels can go up with things like hydration or just how active we've been in the way our body's metabolizing. I do know that since October 29th is even in the worst case scenario, these levels have gone down well over 100, looks like over 130 points. I'd ask the court to, if the court's concerned about this,
He needs to just tell
test.
me, and I don't mean to interrupt you, Mr. Getty, but he needs to just tell me the truth. I mean, that, we can sit there and play this game, but the cold-hearted reality of what happened is he almost goes down to a 0 after it kind of falls off, and then all of a sudden it just shoots back up. Then he's trying to tell me that on the 19th of November, that all of a sudden this cocaine through some osmosis process, I don't know how that all of a sudden just gets into his system. So he's just got to start being honest and don't sit up here and say, I wouldn't lie to you, Mr. Simpson, because this tells me you did.
Mr. Simpson, I would take a lie detector test for you. I would go over there.
I'm done.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'd ask the court to, it looks like he's been testing every 7 to 8 days, maybe increase it to 2 or 3 times a week to allow him to demonstrate that these levels will continue to go down and that there will be no further cocaine tests. Maybe bring us back in 2 weeks, revisit this issue on a adjourned PCC if the court's inclined to do that. This was going to be a waiver today, but I can understand the court's concern.
I'm going to adjourn him out 1 week to the 26th, 2024, 9 a.m. This time based upon what the court sees. Defendant's bond is revoked. He's remanded.
Your Honor, if I could say, one other thing is that he's been working steady for the last 18 months. He is a caregiver for his significant other's mother. His life is a much markedly different thing now than it was even in October. This is
Well, he needs to tell me the truth.
Hold up.
I mean, no, you hold up. Don't tell me to hold up. You sit up there and tell me.
I'm not lying to you, Mr. Simpson.
Oh, we don't want to do that. We're done. We're done.
Did I smoke weed, baby?
We're done.
I never.
We're done.
Listen, I'm not lying to you.
You do not yell at me.
I am not lying.
Do not yell at me ever.
Hold up.
No, you do not hold up.
I'm telling you
Do
the
not
truth,
yell.
Mr.
You do
Simpson.
not talk to me that way.
Then I can't
You
believe
do
it.
not talk to me that
I'm
way.
not trying to
Ever.
be disrespectful.
Ever.
But I came in here when I was full of garbage. You worked with me. Now I'm telling you the truth, and you telling me I'm lying to you? I have no reason to lie to you, and I know I can tell you the truth. When I used to come in here and I have nothing to stand on, you gave me every chance in the world, Mr. Simpson.
I did. That's why
I can't believe it.
why I expect the truth from you.
That's what
I'm
I
looking
told
at the
you.
graphs.
Even when I came in here, I was full of garbage, Mr. Simpson. You let me go. I'm telling you the truth now, and you think I'm lying to you? I'm taking care of her grandma. I've been doing this for 10 months straight. I've been working. I'm paying child support. I got my name on the lease on the house. I never came in front of you and I had these things accomplished. Now you think I would lie to you? When I know that you're a man and let me finish talking, please. I didn't mean to yell at you, Mr. Simpson. I got the utmost respect for you. And I always have. I'm sorry. But I wouldn't lie to you, Mr. Simpson. I promise you, I'm so sorry for raising my voice. But I wouldn't lie to you when I know I can tell you the truth.
Don't ever do that to me.
I'm sorry,
No,
Mr. Simpson.
Shut up right now. You don't ever do that to me. Shut up.
I can't believe you doing
And I know my mom taught me better than that, but you better shut up.
I can't believe you
Shut up and turn around. Just shut up.
Big in, my friend. Good to see you. Thanks for the raid. Yeah, this is one of those cases. Judge Simpson, when this was finished, I guarantee he's like, this is going to be all over YouTube. I should not have gotten that angry. I bet he's disappointed in himself. Even though this guy, he deserved a stern talking to. This is out of character for Judge Simpson, though. Telling a defendant to shut up. Yeah, sounds like he deserves it, though. I'm not going to say he did because I there's still more to the clip. Let's go.
I sat up there and I listened to you. I did all of that. I don't believe your story about the cocaine. What I was serious, do not say another word, because if you say another word, you're gone. I'm done. I went over and I said I was hoping that the graphs would come back and they would indicate to me that you had not used THC. I was hoping there was something in your story.
Man, I ain't lie to you. Hey, babe, what's the phone number? I'm sorry, just take me to jail. Babe, what's the phone number?
Go.
What's your phone number, babe?
Just go.
He said, yeah, babe, I'm tired, man. I ain't lying to him. You think I'm lying to you? Just take me down, man. I am not lying to him, man.
Ma'am, I'll hear from you, but he's not here. I'll hear from him. What's your name?
Amanda Marie Willard. But I don't know about the cocaine issue. I wasn't around for that. We got into an argument and he left, and then he came back and said that he dropped 30 for that. The weed he has not smoked at all since I've been since he had to start dropping.
Can I just say?
I don't understand why he came in here and was like that. But ever since we've got together, he hasn't been in the streets. He hasn't been selling drugs. He's got a job. He helps me take care of my grandma who has Alzheimer's. Like, I can't have him locked up. I don't have nobody else to help me take care of my grandma right now. Like, he's really not doing anything but working, and he stays home with my grandma when I'm at work, and that's it. He doesn't even leave the house.
Yeah. Let me just say this. I've worked with him before. And the thing is, what I saw today, I've seen before with him. But I was hoping one of two things. One, that he would just really tell me the truth. And then, if not, and if he was actually being truthful with me, particularly about the marijuana use, I don't believe about the cocaine use. And I get what you're saying. You weren't there and whatever. I get it. That what he was telling me was the truth. But then I get the levels. And I'll just describe it to you this way.
Dan, just message me on Discord. If you want to be a mod, all you need to do is ask. Message me on Discord and we'll get you set up.
He's at a certain level, he goes down, and then it levels off. Okay, then he drops to basically almost zero. And then, what was that, the 17th? I want to get the dates right for you. And then the 17th, he pops back up again.
Well, I can't explain.
And so
I just know that he lives with me and my grandma. He's not smoked though at all. So I don't understand that part. I don't know. Okay, so does he have a bond? Can I pay his bond right now? I have to be to work at 5 and I have nobody to sit with my grandma. I don't know what to do right now. He's not a drug addict. He doesn't get high. I'm a heroin addict and I've been sober for 6 years. I wouldn't be with somebody that uses drugs right now. And I wouldn't have him taking care of my 84-year-old grandma either. I wouldn't leave her alone with him if he was selling or using drugs. I smoke marijuana, but I am not on probation or anything. I can drop clean for everything except for that. And I thought he could too, but I don't know. Can I just pay a bond or something?
Oh, dear God. Are you from Milan?
Yeah, you know who I am.
I know. Oh, man.
We just went through a whole court thing with my grandma. My mom was neglecting my grandma. She has Alzheimer's. And I went to court and won in court. We won in court to get her. And I just don't have anybody, no brothers, no sisters to help me take care of her.
Stop. Is that the grandma that was taking care?
Yeah, my grandma Susie. She told me to tell you hi. She said you have to be about her age by now.
Wow. Okay.
I
But that's
said no.
grandma that was running after all of you Willard kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be responsible for him.
Hold on. Don't do that.
I will. You
No.
can take my whole check right now.
How much can you pay him, man?
I have 200 on me right now, and then I get paid tonight. I'll have 600 in the morning. And then he gets paid tonight at midnight.
Good Lord, I don't even know why. I'm gonna set his bond at 5,000. I'll give him a 10% privilege, so you need to pay 500. But I'm gonna tell you what. You've been before me before. Probably every Willard and has been before me. You know how I am. So you better talk to him. If he comes in here again yelling at me, not listening, trying to manipulate and do whatever, I'm revoking it. I'll leave it, his bond, to next week. But I'm going to trust you on one thing, and that is that you go talk to him, that you talk to him and tell him, I'm not playing. He knows that.
Can I talk to him right now?
No. So he's going to go down. It'll be $500 if you got to post.
Yeah, I don't think it was her that saved him. I think it was her saying who she was. Judge Simpson knows her grandma, and I think that's what saved her. It's like taking care of her grandma. Now I know who you're talking about, man. So you just saw it like all just rush through him at once. He's like, you guys have been through everything. All right, $5,000. Still a lot of money to them. They're going to spend their whole paychecks on bond. Yeah. Okay, let's finish this one up.
Post it by that time, okay?
By what time?
You can post it tomorrow if you can't come up with 500 tonight when you said you get your check and you have the 200.
Well, where can I pay it at?
You can pay it at the jail. You have to pay it at the jail because it
Down there or up front here?
I think it's up front.
Okay.
During business hours and stuff.
Yeah, it's right during business hours. It's up front. Where is it after hours? IITR down there. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I don't know why. I'm gonna trust you. All right.
Well, I mean, I feel like if I can get my life together after 20 years of street, so can he, and he's working so hard to set himself back. I don't know why he just came in here and showed out like that. I really don't.
I don't either.
I really don't know why he did that.
Then you need to talk to. I'm gonna trust you to talk to him about.
I swear I'm gonna do more than talk.
Because you know how I am, and I'll be straight with you. I'll do what I got to do, but you're not gonna come in here treating me like that.
No, I know.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna leave that part to you. I'm gonna trust that you're gonna do what you got to do. All right.
Okay.
Tell your grandma I said hello.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Yeah, I paused it just a couple minutes before the end, so you guys know how I feel about it. Man, that was a spicy one. It really was, and Judge Simpson turned soft at the end. Yeah, I don't agree or disagree with that. I'm impartial with his decision on giving him a bond. He might have had one anyways. Who knows? All right, let's move on. Before we do that, Brick in the Wall, thank you so much for the super chat, and Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you. Very generous of you. All right, we're moving on to Judge Shackleford. I've got two cases from Shackleford. One case is, yeah, you know what? Let's just go. Two cases in front of Judge Shackleford.
Yes. And did you sign and date the second page of this advice of rights form?
Yes.
Okay. You understand that you have a right to notice of your charges, which you've received already. You have the right to an attorney. You have Mr. Gazicki that's here with you. And you also have the right to a hearing. And your hearing rights are listed on this form that you signed and dated. You understand all of that? Mm-hmm. And you understand if you enter a plea of guilty, you'll be waiving those hearing rights. There will be no hearing of any kind.
Right.
To answer, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the allegation you failed to attend group therapy at the Guidance Center during the week of December 2nd to December 7th as directed by probation. How do you plead?
No, that I did miss it.
So guilty or not guilty?
Guilty. But, no.
To the allegation you failed to
Tom, thank you so much. Very generous super chat. Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you, Tom.
comply with the requirements for attending meetings for peer recovery services. How do you plead?
Guilty with that.
Well, you're gonna get it to explain everything in a minute.
I thought maybe.
But I have to take the
No.
pleas. To the allegation you failed to appear for alumni on December 16th at 6 p.m. as directed by probation. How do you plead?
Guilty.
To the allegation you failed to comply with your payment plan and pay as directed by probation. How do you plead? Did you make payments on this?
No, when I needed time to talk to Martin about it, but we're in a lot of debt right now, so I didn't bring it up to him. I was gonna tell him after Christmas, but, you know.
Not on that issue, she has the ability to pay, she lost her job. She had a job briefly with Chrysler, she lost it, and it was more of ability to pay.
How long have you been in the program?
She is due to be discharged February 28th.
Almost 2 years. In 2 years, she's worked maybe 2 months. She's not worked. We've been encouraging her to get a job the whole time she's been in the program. So to the allegation you failed, I'll just take that out. You know what? We'll just take that one out because it doesn't really matter. To the allegation you failed to complete community service as directed by probation. How do you plead?
I'll plead guilty, but Karen knew Tuesday when I seen her, she said, "Did you do your community service?" And I said, "No, not yet." And she said, I said, I'm gonna go Thursday and Saturday.
But Michelle, you've got over 100 hours and you've not done any of it. In 2 years, you've got like 3 months left and you've not done any of it. How many, I mean, wasn't it like we looked at it and she'd done like a day?
Correct.
In 2 years? Like the only time you've done community service is when it's a sanction, when you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So you've not done, I mean, to the allegation you failed to complete your community service as directed, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, I'm gonna accept the plea as well. All right, Mr. Gazicki and Ms. Heist.
Yes, Your Honor, just on the recovery services, she indicated that I believe you attended by Zoom, is that correct? Or you tried to attend by Zoom?
I was late, like 10 minutes, and Sarah, I showed Kara the text messages that I was texting Sarah, and I'm like, I can't get in, you know, and she's like, I didn't see you. Like, I have text messages showing that I attempted to make that meeting, but I don't know, there was technical difficulties. I'm not sure why she didn't see me, but I do have the messages. Like I said, I showed Kara.
Your Honor, basically what it is, Ms. Heist realizes that she, got a poor track record here. She doesn't want to be removed from the program, doesn't want to go to jail. She realized she needs a lot of help, and she's just reaching out to the court to continue it, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Shaw, you've been on bond conditions. You started on July 3rd of 2023. You have consistently had violations. I have been so patient with you. We've already told you, like, you can, at best, you are going to complete your term of probation. You are not going to successfully graduate. You don't have time. You're still in phase 1. And it's because you can't go 30 days even without a violation. And you consistently, I mean, this has been going on since you came in, and I've been as patient as I could possibly be with you. I mean, everyone comes in with circumstances, and I recognize that. But I mean, going back to January of last year, you missed your group therapy. You failed, you had another week. Then a month later, you missed it again. Then you missed drug testing. Then you didn't come to a hearing. Then you missed alumni, then you failed to attend group, then you tested positive for Klonopin, then you missed your individual therapy session, then you tested positive for benzos, then you tested positive for alcohol, then you failed to appear for testing, then you failed to appear for alumni, then you failed to appear for status hearing, then you reported using alcohol again, like after you've been in the program a year and you're still using. And we're like, well, we've got some time left. I did not want to give up on you. And then you missed therapy. Then you didn't go to friends and failed to appear for a drug test. Then you failed to go to your therapy and your group therapy. Then you failed to attend the guidance center, your probation appointment. I mean, it's just been, I can't get you to go more than a few weeks without a violation at this point. And it's like, I give you jail time. I've tried it. I've tried jail time. I've tried community service. I've given you more jail time. I mean, I've given you more community service. I've given you additional drug testing. Like I have literally, Michelle, you can't graduate. I'm out of like, there's nothing left for me to give you.
Like all the time I've been in this program and I've made a lot of changes in my life, like huge ones. And I've worked hard in this program. Yeah. I've done drugs like for the past, 15 years. So it's done some damage up there, and I've always been bad at time management, but I've had only 2 violations for testing dirty while in this program, unfortunately, the alcohol test was later on in the program, admittedly. But
I mean, in my opinion, your aunt is a bad influence on you. She gets out and then we start having alcohol use violations. And the thing is, Michelle, I don't have a choice. I can't keep you. It's impossible for you to graduate. And I just saw you for a violation. There is 0% chance you're graduating. We already knew that it was going to be very difficult, but my thought was, well, it's better than letting her go. It's better than letting her go. But I've told you, and Kara's told you, like you've been up here, and I've said it over and over, like you've got to do the things. And if you're not showing up to any of the things, then why am I spinning my wheels over and over at all of these staff meetings, trying to figure out how to help Michelle and how to keep Michelle and how to let Michelle complete this program, even if she can't graduate, when Michelle can't even show up. I don't have a choice, Michelle. I'm not giving you 90 days. So you've done a lot of time in the program and I acknowledge that you've made a lot of progress. You have, but I have no choice. You're doing 60 days with credit for 15. You're discharged from the treatment court program. I'm waiving the fines and costs. And your file will be closed out. I wish you the best, Michelle, I really do.
My paper. So.
All right, that wasn't even the spicy one. The reason I put that one in there is because something happens right after the next one, and I just wanted to kind of wrap it all together. This one coming up is the spicy one. Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola. This is almost as bad as the Shut Up Judge Simpson clip. All right, before I get into it, Christy, thank you so much for the 2 months. Merry Christmas to you as well. I appreciate it. And Carla for the 1 month. Thank you so much, Carla. That is awesome. Also, Wixom with the super generous PayPal. Wixom, I will absolutely spoil Heather with this. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you as well. Wixom, you were awesome. Thank you so much. And also, of course, Sparkle Poots. Thank you so much, Sparkle Poots. I appreciate it. All right. Wixom, you were awesome, man. That was extremely generous. Spicy one. Let's go.
All right. Abigail, come on up. All right, this is 240989, the People versus Abigail Busho.
You're also gonna have probation.
Good afternoon, James, on behalf of Ms. Russo. Yeah, she's had the opportunity to go over her advice of rights. She has no questions on that. As to the violations, I'm missing the appointment with the probation officer on the 18th. She'll plead guilty as therapy on the 12th and the 13th. Guilty with an explanation, Your Honor. And on the 13th, she's pleading not guilty, Your Honor. On the 12th, she's pleading guilty.
Okay. You know what, can we sit down for a second? I need her back out. I need to give her her appeal rights. I forgot. Have a seat. We'll get right back to it.
You need to.
Yeah. Judge Shackleford is in charge of like a sobriety court type of thing. She usually keeps these cases on mute. Rarely ever does she have the mute button not activated for these cases. And if you go through her docket every day like I do, you'll see her get very animated, but she's on mute, so you have no idea what she's talking about. But I feel like this happens more often than not. But like I said, she's always on mute. We got lucky today, and she forgot.
Miss Heist, yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to give her appeal rights. And a light bulb went off. Or we can do Abigail and then I'll bring her back out afterwards.
Okay. Hey, can you run her back upstairs real quick?
No. Is it okay? Ms. Busho. Okay, so you mean. All right, so you indicated she would be entering pleas of guilty to the first two and not guilty to the third.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Busho, did you go over this 2-page program advice of rights form?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes.
And did you sign and date this form?
Yes.
All right, you understand the allegations against you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you had a chance to go over that with Mr. Gazicki?
Yes.
And you understand that you have a right to a hearing where it would have to be proven by a preponderance of the evidence that the violations occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand she could just have a seat, yeah? Okay. And you understand that if you enter a plea of guilty, you'll be waiving those hearing rights. There will be no hearing of any kind.
Yes.
All right. And you've had a chance to discuss this with Mr. Gazicki?
Yes.
All right, to the allegation you failed to appear for your appointment with the probation officer scheduled at 8 a.m. on December 18th, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the allegation you failed to attend individual therapy at the guidance center as scheduled on 12/12, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And then we're doing a not, and to the allegation you failed to attend your individual therapy on 12/13, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
All right. All right, I'm going to accept the 2 guilty pleas as knowing and voluntarily given. All right, so I saw you, Abigail, on the 10th. And on the 10th, I let you turn yourself in for a day next door. I let you turn yourself in because I care more about your job than you do. So then, the day after that, I do this on Tuesday. You miss your guidance, your therapy appointment on Thursday, and then you miss your appointment with Kara yesterday. And it's like I don't know what you were thinking. Abigail, we've had trouble with you since you came in. It's not use violations. Oh, are you shocked by this? Are you surprised? Well, you should not be. You have consistently, if I count your violations, like I know that we're on number 7, but if you look at them, number 7's 3. Number 6 was 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I mean, it's like Kara's bunching them because it makes sense when you have that many violations in a short period of time. But you're consistently, you think this is Abigail's treatment court, and it's not. Yes, you do. It's a 23rd District Court treatment court program, and you're not special. You're not special in this program. Everyone else has to show up and they have to do what they have to do to survive, but not Abigail. Abigail can cancel her appointments as she sees fit. She can miss things, and it's a consistent pattern. And the response that we always get from you is like, well, I have a job. Well, your recovery is more important than your job. Because if you're sitting in Wayne County Jail, quite frankly, Abigail, on this, it should have been charged as a third, and you should have a felony right now. Because let's talk about your record for a minute. You've had 3 drunk drivings in how long?
Within a couple of years.
Right? When was your first one?
February of 2023.
Okay. When was your second one?
December last year.
Of 23?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my gosh. When was your third?
April.
April of 24. 3 drunk drivings in a year? Less than a year? Am I bad at math?
Oh, just over a year.
Just over a year. 3 drunk drivings. How old are you?
Yeah, no, you're not bad at math. Yeah, that's not good. If that doesn't scream problem, yeah. You can see what I got tongue tied. You can see what Judge Shackleford's pretty upset by this.
23.
Your last drunk driving, Abigail, you drove the wrong way on which freeway? Which one?
75.
75 is, we are miles out of Detroit. One of the busiest freeways in the state of Michigan, and one of the busiest areas in the state of Michigan. And you drove the wrong way on the freeway. That's how drunk you were.
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay, well, we're going over it because I don't think you do. I genuinely do not think you understand. And then you wouldn't stop for the cops. And a cop had to tap your car to get you to stop and get you from killing someone else or killing yourself at 23 years old, your third one in just over a year. And you got a gift. One, you got your life. You're not dead. You're not in prison for killing someone else, which is a miracle, going the wrong way on one of the busiest freeways, probably in the country. We're the Motor City, and you're driving the wrong way on one of the busiest freeways outside of Detroit. Then,
yeah, for anyone that's not in this area that doesn't know I-75, I-75 goes from one of the most northern parts of Michigan all the way down to the Florida Keys. It goes through a bunch of major cities: Detroit, Cincinnati, Atlanta. I don't know. Going the wrong way on 75 is very difficult to do. You have to drive by, 13 signs that say you're going the wrong way. All right, rant's over. Get her, Judge Shackleford.
you get the benefit somehow of, instead of having a felony, you get the benefit of getting a misdemeanor for this. And in exchange, you have to do a treatment court program. That's the thing. And you should have been doing prison time. You should have been, or at least significant jail time. And you were given a gift and you have squandered it. I have watched you since you come into this program. You think you're better than the other women in the program. It's clear to me. You think that, well, I'm going to start sponsoring someone, and you have all this time for all of these other activities. You don't have time to show up and do the things you have to do to stay out of jail. And I've had it. You're about to get the wake-up call of your life, Abigail. I'm talking. I'm about to give you the wake-up call of your life, okay? Because have you ever been to Wayne County Jail?
No.
Okay, you're about to go in just about 3 minutes. But let me tell you something. I have been to Wayne County Jail. I've been to Wayne County Jail a lot. I was there when I was a defense attorney, and I was there when I was a prosecutor. And it is not a nice place. It is not a pleasant place. And me giving you a day next door is not teaching you anything. I need you to understand you are looking at months in jail. Months. And quite frankly, even at their new facility, probably one of the grossest jails I've ever been in. And with people people who are sitting in jail awaiting trial or sentencing on pretty significant crimes. And you'll probably think you're better than them, and you're not, Abigail, because that's where you should be. So you are getting the wake-up call of your life. You're going to sit down in the Wayne County Jail. What's your rec?
3 days.
5 days. You're doing 5 days in the Wayne County Jail. You got nothing else to do? Forget your job, forget everything else, Abigail. I want you to understand this. I want you to really reflect on the next 5 days. I want you to sit there and think, is that the life you want? Or do you want to comply? I'm talking. You can either comply with this program and get it together, or you can go do your 90. It makes no difference to me. I prefer you be here. I prefer you get the help you need, because whether you realize it or not, you have a problem, and you belong in this program more than a lot of the other women that are here. Because what you have done on these 3 offenses is abysmal. It's terrifying. You're doing your 5 days at the Wayne County Jail. I'm writing no early release. You're gonna really reflect. You'll be out for.
Yeah, it's 5 days on the probation violation. So this is just a violation for not following through what she's supposed to. I don't remember exactly what she said her violation was. She pled guilty to 2 of them and not guilty to 1. But it's just 5 days for the violation. She's still on probation. The underlying sentence is 93 days. It got dropped down to a misdemeanor. 3 DUIs in a year. That should be a felony. So she got lucky, and Judge Shackleford even said that. All right, let's finish this one up.
Christmas, my gut tells me to give you 7, and I don't know that you deserve that yet. You're going in right now. You'll get out in 5 days. No early release.
I can't explain the.
No, I don't need it. I don't care what you want. Okay, go ahead, Al. Go ahead. Let's see if we can get you up to 7 days. Tell me what you got.
I mean, if it's not gonna matter, it doesn't.
Does my face look like it's going to matter?
No, it really doesn't. I had a lot of really nice things to say about the program. I really appreciate being here. I understand that what I did is absolutely horrible. I feel awful about it every single day. I'm haunted by it, honestly.
You should be.
And I feel really, really grateful to be in this program and to have the opportunity to work towards a better life versus just incarceration. And I feel really grateful for treatment.
Well, show up and do the program or go sit in jail. That's your option.
I was
and when
throwing
you come
up
back,
all week. I haven't eaten in 6
Abigail,
days. That's why I missed on Wednesday.
Abigail, listen to me.
I'm going through an epilepsy diagnosis. I'm having seizures in my sleep. I slept through a therapy appointment, and I have a text from Josh that says any day that we need Zoom, we can use it. And then I showed up. And then he told me that we couldn't use it. It was a misunderstanding, miscommunication on his part or mine. I don't know, but I genuinely, I took everything into account the last time I was in front of you, and I took.
And then you immediately missed another appointment, and I'm done. I don't want to hear anything else. I'll mark your file medical. Enjoy your 5 days in the Wayne County Jail. When you come back, you can tell me whether you want to be here or whether you want to give your spot up for someone who's earned it.
There's a hearing date for the.
I don't care about the other violation. Dismiss it. All right, come on up. Miss Heist, I need you real quick at the podium. I need to give you your appeal rights.
All right, this is kind of why I wanted to keep the first case in, even though it wasn't as spicy as this one. She got 60 days in jail. She cried a little bit, but she got now this next one got 5 days. All right, I'm rambling. Yeah, I just wanted to keep this in here because you can hear her crying throughout the entire thing, and Judge Shackleford makes another comment about it. But before I do hit that play button, Jude Curio, thank you so much for the 8 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you're well, my friend. All right, let's finish this Judge Shackleford up.
All right, Ms. Heist, I did not give you your appeal rights, and I want to make sure you know them. An appeal to circuit court may be taken within 21 days from the date of your sentence or as permitted pursuant to MCR 6.625 parent B. If the sentence includes incarceration, which it does, and you wish to file an appeal but are financially unable to retain a lawyer, the court will appoint a lawyer to represent you on your appeal if the request for a lawyer is made within 14 days of sentencing. Understood?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Heist. You're all set. Can you please not make Ms. Heist listen to that for too long?
Is Kara still here?
Can you please not let Miss Heist listen to that for too long? What are they going to do? I mean, how do you can't really force someone to stop crying. I mean, you can. Probably not in a kind and generous way, though. All right, let's move on. I think we're moving to Judge Boyd. Judge Boyd. All right, let's go. Love her Christmas tree, by the way.
Judge, I've been confirmed with Megan.
All right, Megan.
So Judge, this is a case I took over for Tony Jimenez, he had withdrawn. There was an additional file that was filed under a AKA.
Mhm.
And I need some additional time to go through all the discovery and then figure out what motions to file. And then also to file a speedy trial motion. But I asked for, last time we were here, I think they couldn't find the files. They found two of them and the other one.
Is that a poinsettia? It is a poinsettia. I thought they were roses, which I should have known. If there's the poinsettia is right next to the kind of flower bouquet that's seen better days. All right. Anyways, enough about the flowers, but yes, that's definitely a poinsettia.
Is under a different name and they're going to get that one too. But I think we should have all the discovery.
All right, so does he only have 3 cases?
That's my knowledge. Yes.
All right, so you have all the discovery?
My understanding, yes.
State, were you able to tender an offer?
There's one in the file, Your Honor.
All right, so what I'll do is I'll set it for a plea deadline date.
No.
Counsel, how much time are you asking?
I'd say 60 days if I could, Judge, so I can go through all this stuff. I'm pretty backed up in January, particularly in this court.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if I can have a 45-day reset for a plea deadline date on Mckenny?
Very Solomonic.
See, there you go.
I can do February 3rd.
All right, February 3rd, that's when we'll bring you back. On that date, you need to let the court know whether or not you've reached an agreement with the state. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
All right, do you have any questions about anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Judge, if we could we do the 4th? I'm set on the jury docket in Atascosa and in district court. I don't think I'll go, but I'll need to announce.
Norma, can you put this on the 4th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Judge.
I'm pretty sure. You know what? I actually think I might have got this from one of the Jen Hardy interviews, or maybe Jen told me herself, but her mom buys her purses for her. I think her mom's in charge of the flowers too. I think I did hear that. I'm just guessing where I heard it from, but I think I might be right.
And you said you had something you wanted to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you cleared that with your defense attorney to see if it's appropriate?
Judge, if he wants to speak, I have no problem with that.
All right, yes.
Thank you a lot. And if you would, may now please establish this on the record, please.
Oh, sure. We're going on the record in 2024 CR 009238, 2024 CR 012230, and 2024 CR 012200, State versus Raymond Lee Mckenny. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Megan Galloway for the state of Texas.
Robert Mauer for defendant.
And are you Mr. Raymond Lee Mckenny?
Yes, I am.
All right, there's something you wanted to address?
Yes, ma'am, it is. I want to bring to the court's attention from the onset and cause number 2024 CR 009238. From the onset, I have expressed my desire with the attorney before, Antonio Jimenez, in addition to Mr. Robert Mauer, my wish to proceed in the fastest fashion possible.
Okay.
In addition to that, with the other causes or case numbers, 2024 PF 1622 4 and 2024 PF 16225
I've done the same, considering Mr. Maurer has been the attorney in those matters solely. Here it is. It's from the June case in CR 009238. I've been pending prosecution since June 14th to be exact. And even with the court, with the presiding, I have expressed same assertions. And I'd like for the record to reflect that I insist on moving as fast as possible. I understand that Mr. Maurer here has other matters, but I mean, I'm constantly being put at the back end of those matters or at the bottom of the totem pole, so to say. So if the court would, no disrespect to Mr. Maurer, I'm pretty sure he's a swell attorney. Provide me somebody who could aid and assist me in the matters as speedily as possible.
Judge, I would have no objections to withdrawing. I tried 3 cases in the last 2 months.
All right. I was looking for a good place to pause because Mary Smith came in hot. Thank you so much, Mary Smith, for the 20 gifted memberships. That is extremely generous. Thank you so much, Mary. Welcome to the 20 new members. Mary, thank you so much. Very generous.
Months that are jail cases, including a murder case and a sexual assault. So if you want somebody else, Judge, I would be more than happy. There are many able attorneys that I'm looking at in this court who would do a great job on this case.
All right. I appreciate that. Let me explain.
And again, I mean,
No. Let me explain something to you, Mr. Mckenny.
Yes, ma'am.
I understand what you're saying. And the state of our society has always been that there are always people who are alleged to have committed offenses. So I want you to turn around and look behind you. No. Turn around. Turn around. Look behind you. All of those people are defendants who have cases on the docket. Look in the box. All those people have cases on the docket. There are cases that are capital murder cases that are set for trial that are ahead of yours. So even if your attorney were to say, I want to go to trial today, number one, we can't go today. Are there jurors even today? There are no jurors scheduled because they're taking time off for holidays. So even if you wanted a jury trial today and I was able to give you one today, I can't because I don't have any jurors. And what I can tell you is the inmates in the box cannot be on your jury panel. I think the state would probably object to them. The defendants in the gallery, they can't be on your jury. I think the state would probably object to them. And legally, because they're not a part of the rotation and they haven't been called up for jury duty, they can't be on your jury panel. So I don't even have jurors to go to a jury trial today. What I can tell you is this court is a trying court. And I think the defense attorneys and the prosecutors will tell you we're usually in jury trial almost every week or every other week. Your case, while I know you feel it's old, it is not old for the criminal justice system. And your case, the first time that I had you in this court was October 29th. And then an attorney withdrew, and your attorney on November 7th was actually in a jury trial. He can't be in 2 places at the same time.
But at that time, October 29th, he had asked for the court to grant him a reset for the next day, which would have been October 3rd.
He's in jury trial. Let me ask you this. If you have somebody who's in jury trial, and I will tell you, he's on the 3G list. So he's not trying the state jail felonies, of course, unless somebody wants a trial on the state jail felonies. The cases that he is trying are major cases. They're like murder cases. They're like 3G sexual assault cases. So the question for you is, do you understand that defense attorneys need a break too? Like putting them to trial for 1 week and they finish on a Friday and you say your next trial is on a Monday, they need mental health breaks as well. I've been a defense attorney, I've been a prosecutor. Even prosecutors need mental health breaks. So I think you want your attorney at his top performance, and part of being at his top performance is not being in back-to-back trials, which is what has happened with your attorney. You understand?
No,
So
I understand
what
fully.
this is what is going to happen. On February 4th, that's going to be your plea deadline date. Either you worked out an agreement with the state or you have not. And then after that, you are getting your jury trial date. Can I give you a jury trial date in February? Yes, I can, but guess what? It's probably not going to go because we have a capital murder that the beginning of February. And then guess what? After that, we have a murder case. Then we have another murder case. Then we have another murder case. So I will put you in order as far as let the time that you've been in custody and whether or not you come up first before the other cases. Do you understand?
I understand if you may.
All right.
If you may, now please say one additional
Sure.
thing, please. And so I don't get this Mr. Schooler or mistakenly speak. May I please grab what I'm finna say out of my photo, please?
I'm sorry, what?
May I please grab what I'm finna say out of my photo?
All right, what are your plans to say?
It's in regards to law.
All right, so
I don't want to mistake it.
all right, here's the thing. There is nothing that I can give to you. Sometimes I ask people, what is it specifically you want? So what I've determined from your questioning me is you want a jury trial today. It's not happening.
That's not what I'm saying.
All right, do you want a jury trial as soon as possible?
That's what I've been.
We will
asking
give
for.
you one as soon as possible. So thank you very much, okay?
But again, dear judge, again, a backlog case is not justification to.
Judge, may I be excused?
Deny me
Yes,
thank
the
you.
warden of my speedy trial.
All right, thank you.
The attorney just can I be excused? Do I need to stay here for the rest of this? And the bailiff took that as a cue. Like, come on, let's keep it moving. That was a funny ending. Ed, I saw your comment. I wish I knew an answer. Sometimes I wish I could pick the gifted memberships, and then other times I wish I couldn't. But yeah, sorry, man. There's no solution to that, really. It is random. All right. We are moving to the last one. Am I caught up? I am caught up. All right. Last clip. Judge Dad. Let's go.
Scarlet. Kyle David Houston Scarlet. 24T644170.
Good morning, Marcus.
Let's see what I got here. Is it just a B and a C file?
Your Honor, I believe that he has one driving license suspended and two accompanying civil infractions.
Okay, that was stuck back there. A, B, and C. Your name?
Kyle Houston Scarlet.
How many times am I going to adjourn these?
Your Honor, he has actually made some forward progress. I believe that he made a payment yesterday. He just has to make an outstanding late fee payment. So I'm asking for one final adjournment. I've made it clear that if he's not able to solidify getting his license reinstated.
I'm made now that I saw him do it. I was kind of skeptical of using that tool. Yeah, now if I say my reasons for being skeptical to use it, it's going to make him look bad. So I was just like, I don't really want to use it. It's cool that YouTube does that, but now that I saw that he did it, it's like I might try that. We'll try it one day before Christmas and see how it goes. But yeah, we'll see.
Adjournment, Mr. Scarlet, Houston Scarlet. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I understand. Can I say something?
I'm giving you at least 3. No, all right, I don't want to hear it. January what, Lisa? 16th?
16th at 9:30.
Get this taken care of. Last one. You got it?
Yeah, I've been trying to pay for it. Like
all right, we'll try harder because that's the last one I'm giving you. Good luck. Kelly Lynn Burton.
Like I literally can't afford to survive right now. Nobody will listen to me. I
Mr.
don't even know
Houston,
who the
that's enough.
prosecutor is.
You got your adjournment, Mr. Houston. Stop
I
speaking.
don't want
Have a
an
nice
adjournment.
day.
I don't want an adjournment though. This is what nobody's understanding. Like I've tried.
Slow
dude.
down.
I can't
Just
afford
slow
this
down.
shit, man.
Slow down.
I have a child at home. Dude.
Hey. Do you understand what I'm going to tell you?
I have a
You're
newborn
gonna have
baby
to
at home, dude.
Stop.
Like
Just
nobody's
stop and
listening. I need help. I have no support. I've filed
Stop.
for assistance.
I'll tell you what, you're going to have a lot bigger problem. You keep interrupting me. Just slow down. Take a deep breath and relax. Let me look at your file.
Dude.
Stop it.
Not fair,
Grow
man.
up.
Dude, like,
Stop. What does he have to pay?
Your Honor, you just got an outstanding late fee. You made a payment
$90.
yesterday, and
I just want to
Judge,
plead
he's
guilty
appealing.
and get it over with.
I've had it. That's enough. Just let me talk to your lawyer for a second. Nobody's trying to railroad anybody here.
Your Honor, in this circumstance, if he gets that last payment, he'll be in a position to have this reduced to a 0-point offense, which will be beneficial, and also more likely than not get a civil infraction reduction. At this point, it would not be in his best interest to rush the case based on pleading guilty as charged, especially when he's granted a Zoom appearance.
I get it. I get it. I know, we make it so convenient now, don't we? I get the feeling at one point, if I'm here long enough, I'm gonna be going over to defendants' houses rather than them having to Zoom in. Maybe 3, 4, 5 years, I expect that to happen. Listen to me very carefully. Your lawyer's trying to help you, okay? Just settle down, relax. How much does he owe?
I think less than a few $100s.
What's a few?
It is. It's Shemke. Shemke, got anything to say? This is our boy Shemke. Mary Smith, man, coming in with 10 more gifted subs. Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you. Welcome to the 10 new members. Ed, hopefully you got one. Hopefully, Ed. Mary, very generous of you tonight. Thank you so much.
200.
I owe $99. I was told the first time that if I set up a payment plan, it would be okay and we can move forward. Then I come back and you tell me it's not good enough. I don't understand.
Your Honor, can you put him in a breakout room? I'll speak to him and explain everything.
Just you gotta settle down.
Dude,
you gotta settle down.
I'm trying to get this. Nobody will talk to me. I've had 3 different attorneys. No one is the same anytime. I have there's no order. I don't understand. Like I've made
Mr. Scarlet.
I paid $300 in 2 weeks. I've tried. I can't
Mr.
afford
Scarlet.
this.
Mr. Scarlet. Settle down. Sometimes we make our bed and then we got to get in it. You follow me? Now
I can't afford $1,000 for insurance. I have to feed my daughter. That's why I got pulled over the first time.
Settle down. Don't interrupt.
Shemke is a very good attorney. He has just been accused at times of just kind of mailing it in. There are definitely cases that you watch him where he doesn't really talk and, you know, he's playing on his phone. So the joke was he was playing Candy Crush or he was playing Wordle. But that joke's been going around for a while. He is actually a very good attorney. Most of the time. There we go. Let's do it that way. I love Shemke though. He's one of my favorites, which is why he's in the intro.
So did you take care of the ticket out of Wyandotte, the suspension there because you didn't pay your no insurance from August? Did you take care of that ticket yet?
That's what I'm paying. I've paid $250 or something. I owe $99 left. I didn't know there was a late fee. I lost my job.
All right, settle down. So you got to pay $99, right?
Yeah.
And that will give you the clearance as well, the 45. That'll cover your clearance fee, right?
Yes.
All right. Whoever is in the background there, would you please stop talking? Would you please stop? I would not let you do that in court. I've heard you 3, 4 times conversing. You're not his lawyer. I'm sure it's probably your mother, sir. That's fine. But no more of this, please. Just let me handle this. So you got to pay $99. What else do you have to do?
That's it. I've never had it. I have no priors. I have no tickets.
All right. So I don't understand why you're getting so upset. That's not that overwhelming. You've got another 3, 4 weeks to pay that.
I just paid yesterday.
Paid what yesterday?
Over $150 yesterday. And they told me that would be fine. My problem is the first time I came to court, my attorney here told me that if I just set up a payment plan and made progress, that this would be fine and we could move forward. And then I come back and they tell me it's not good enough. And then I went in there yesterday and paid my remaining balance and they told me that I owed more.
All right. That's in Wyandotte. We have nothing.
Could you imagine if they started like publicly accepting money? I mean, you can call the court and pay it for this guy. We've heard judges say on the record, you know, some court watcher called in and paid your fines for you. So that has happened before. But could you imagine if there was a link on the bottom of the screen? I'm pretty sure a lot of people would get their fines paid just from court watchers. I hope they don't do that. Well, maybe. All right. Anyways, let's. You know what? This is a good time to let it play out. There's like 3 or 4 minutes left, so I am gonna let it play out. You guys are awesome. I actually have one more milestone to call out. Wixom, thank you so much for the 6 months, my friend. Half of a year. Thank you. Also for the very generous PayPal. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you guys so much. Mary Smith, super generous tonight as well for all the gifted memberships. You guys are awesome. You guys are on fire tonight. I do appreciate it. I got a lot of good court today, so I'm gonna have some really good videos coming out tomorrow. I was able to find 4 really good clips for our live. Generally, I get 1 really good one, and then 2 or 3 just or good ones. But tonight was on point. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Biggin, thank you for the raid. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna go see who we're gonna raid. Like always, it's most likely going to be Lone Wolf because no one else is usually live by now. So if it's not Lone Wolf, I will pause it one more time to let you know where we're going, but it will most likely be Lone Wolf. So go over there and tell him I said hello. All right. You guys are awesome. I will see you tomorrow. Until next time, bye.
Nothing to do with Wyandotte. We're not affiliated with the 27th District Court in Wyandotte.
I understand that. So why am I being
Stop
punished
interrupting. Stop interrupting. Nobody's punishing anybody. They're trying to help you get a valid license so you don't continue to drive with a suspended license and then find yourself back in this predicament in a week, a month, 2 months, so it doesn't snowball and continue to snowball. So he's trying to help you. Just stop. I'll give you this adjournment. Figure out a way to pay the $99. Stop feeling sorry for yourself.
I feel sorry for my newborn daughter, who's not being able to eat because I filed for assistance through the government, and the government's not helping. I have no car now. I'm not driving. I'm walking to work. It's freezing cold out. There's no feeling sorry for myself. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm the only one working. I'm doing my best. Like and to be told that I'm feeling sorry for myself is kind of just unprofessional.
Knock it off. Knock it off. Do you want to just go talk and plead guilty? That's up to you guys. I could care less. I don't want to hear it. You owe $99. We gave you another adjournment. You pay it by then. You don't want to pay it? You want to just plead? That's up to you. I could care less. Stop arguing. Stop going on and on about your problems that you created. Now, you've got a child, so you're at least on the right track in terms of thinking, I want to make the best for my child. You should have thought about all of this a long time ago. You can't drive without insurance.
I can't afford $1,000 for insurance, sir. I can't afford $1,000. I have a child to feed still, correct?
All right.
Like, okay. I'm not.
All right. You want me to set it for trial, or you want to plead? You talk to your lawyer. I'm giving you an adjournment until January 16th at 9:30. If you decide, if you want to wait, I'll go through these cases with your lawyer. You guys want to come up with something else, I'll do it. But I'm not going to pay the money for you. I don't make these rules. I don't work for the insurance companies. And I'm not going to argue with you anymore. Stop.
Who is the prosecutor? Can I speak to the prosecutor, though?
No, you've got a lawyer. Okay. Just stay right there. We'll put you in a breakout room. You can talk to Mr. Shemke when you're done. Put him in the breakout room, Lisa. Kelly Lynn Barton, 23R513503.
Good morning, Your Honor.